I think there's 5 things that you should do when you launch a new project, almost regardless of what the project is. So the first one is you want to have a remarkable story behind it. And that's a Seth Godin line. He talks about things that are remarkable, meaning that they're worthy of people talking about and noticing, right? You want to have, there's something noteworthy that makes the origin of whatever you're creating more compelling. So you had just talked about a perfect example of it is the guy talking about, I think there's only 1,000 interesting people in the world. And I'm not saying that's your origin story, but that makes a show where you're going to interview 1,000 people way more compelling. Just that little bit of packaging, right? The story behind it makes people more interested in it. What you don't want is you don't want people to say, oh, it's yet another interview show. There's a million interview shows. So finding a story and creating a story, an origin story that makes it more interesting will make people more likely to check it out. The second thing you should do when you launch a new project is create a focused burst of promotion. And you don't have to do that when it's brand new. You can actually do this at any point. You decide, okay, I'm going to do this is going to be show week, or it's my 1 year anniversary, or it's whatever. But you want to have some sort of burst. So, for example, let's say you're going to appear as a guest on 10 podcasts to promote your show. Appearing on 10 podcasts in the same week is way more powerful than on 10 podcasts over the course of 10 weeks. It's great to be continually promoting, but you want to create this moment where it feels like your new project is everywhere. So imagine if you know other shows that people listen to in your audience, and all of a sudden, 4 of those shows, you're a guest on the same week. It makes your project feel like a big thing. Whoa, this Ron show is everywhere. Hey, everyone's talking about it. I got to go check it out. The third thing to do when you launch a new project is repetition. No matter how much you think your audience is aware of your new project or your old project for that matter, trust me, they are not. Say it again, say it in a new way, say it in a new place. I literally did a Twitter poll the other day and I was like, have you listened to my podcast? Yes, no, or you have a podcast? Question mark, question mark, question mark. And I think like 35% of my Twitter followers said, didn't know I had a podcast, despite me sharing clips, talking about it all the time. Like they just don't know. So repeat it, especially when you're sort of launching something new, make it unavoidable. The fourth thing to do when you launch a new project, tap into other people's audiences, leverage cross promotions, guest appearances, favors, whatever you can do to get people who can help reach the people you need to reach to do. It's, it's the easiest and most cost effective because you don't even have to pay for it necessarily. Everyone is so focused on trying to attract new people to them that they forget the easiest way to get to people is go to other people who already have connections and relationships to those people. And then the last thing here to do when you launch a new project is some sort of paid promotion. Even if you can only afford a tiny budget, I always think you should put some money into where your creation is and getting other people to see it. I truly believe you owe it to yourself. I'm amazed how many people will they'll invest so much time and effort into creating a thing. And then they literally won't spend $10 to help people discover it. If you're going to invest 10 hours into something, it seems like it's worth at least $10 in Facebook ads or Instagram ads or something. And again, if you have more money, that's awesome. But I think you want to be financially invested in the promotion of a new project on some level, not just, okay, I put a lot of time and effort and I hope that people find it. So if you do those 5 things, it's not going to guarantee the success of your new project, but it is certainly going to help. And all of those things are designed to put your project in a place where you have the opportunity to make the most of it.